Well, looking at it was cool that you brought up the hop to pint thing. Pretty neat idea. I found the Facebook page, so I was scrolling back through to see how it went. Must have been good enough to want to do it again this year.
Yeah, we had a lot of good success last year. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't a small group, it wasn't a really large group, and we really it was nice making connections with people on a smaller level. And the program turned out really good. We really liked the way that the beer turned out, and everyone had a lot of fun. Everyone was able to participate in the first day where we did a brewery tour, talked about hops. We talked about how to grow hops, what to expect, and really let people go take their hop rhizomes home and grow them. And they would check in from time to time with status updates and pictures, and we created a Facebook page for just them so that they could post so everyone could kind of see how they were going. Mine unfortunately did not go very well, but a bunch of people were able to bring a lot of hops at the end, which made it a lot of fun. And then really once everybody came in for bringing their harvested hops, we sat down. We knew we were going to make a pale ale just because the hop that we were making that we grew last year was Cascade. And we basically tried a bunch of different pale ales to see what style people wanted. There's everything from kind of more of a hazy pale ale to more of a traditional, where we even tried Sierra Nevadas together. And we talked about the recipe and came up with a style, or basically the recipe together, and what we wanted it to taste like. And then we kind of basically went around the group and asked for different names, and they came up with the name for the beer, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. So then, they were able to come in with brew day, throw their hops into the whirlpool, and then also a bunch of them came in for cannon day too, and were able to get some fresh beer right off the line.
Nice. So what was the mix of people that were coming in? Was it kind of regulars that you knew? Was it you kind of make some new connections with new people, maybe people that are more with a green thumb? I mean, what was kind of the breakdown of people that were interested in something like this?
It was really interesting, to be honest with you. There were couples that were doing it as a fun side project. We had a lot of fun with that. On one of the days, it was, I believe, their high 30th anniversary. So they came in celebrated with us. A lot of homebrewers and people that had kind of gotten out of homebrewing and just kind of been excited to homebrew again. So it was really a mix between male and female, a little bit of everything. It made it a lot of fun.
So
generally people that enjoy beer. That was
Was when it came to grabbing the rhizomes, I'm assuming you guys have somewhere around there that you got them from, or were you ordering them online? I mean, how did you kind of get that part going together?
So there's a hop grower in central New York. So their company name is New York Hop Guild. And basically, they had turned us on to this place, Sandy Ridge Farms, out of Zeeland, Michigan. And we worked with them, and they've been super awesome. We did it for the past 2 years with them, and they basically sent us the hop rhizomes, and then also basically the twine or string to basically get the hops growing up.
Neat. Well, that's cool. Yeah, and now you said your rhizomes didn't do too well, but have you done that before? Have you ever raised hops either on your own time or as a brewery or anything like that?
I had not personally. We did have hop at our other facility, which was on Irish Street before we closed that to move to our production facility now. There were some in our beer garden there, but we haven't done that. This year we have a satellite location in a local park. It's in Olmsted Park, Delaware Park, and we are growing from there this year.
Going back to the hops part, and then you guys chose Vista this time. Have you used Vista, or is it something that you kind of wanted to steer your group to try something new and instead of just like the classic of one key hops or something like that?
Yeah, so hops are unique because it's all about region and where they're grown. And Vista we have tried before. There's also it's a unique program, I think. Really, I don't think anyone else does it, but there's an event called Collaboration in Western New York, and basically the Buffalo Beer Geeks are invited into the brewery to brew with you and come up with the beer, and then there's a big basically launch party where there's probably I think over 40 breweries that participate, and everybody comes in for a brew festival in March. So it's a lot of fun, and I guess the reason I say that is last year was the first year Vista was kind of just coming out. It was initially called USD 074, and we used it for the first time with them. And it's a nice hop. Part of the reason we wanted to choose it for this year is it opens up a variety that you can do potentially in other styles too. It is a hop that a lot of people are kind of excited about for New England style IPAs. For us, or hazy IPAs. For us, kind of the reason. We don't think it's a hop that can be on the forefront, but it can be a very good supporting hop. It just has really light undertones of melon and good flavor, but it doesn't really stand out like some of the the Citrus, the Mosaic, the Big Secrets, the Nelson, things like that. Mm-hmm. So it just allowed us to basically possibly do some other styles with this next batch, and then also if you've seen the hop cones on it, the hop cones really grow really big, and it's a really hardy hop, and it's really easy. It's not as susceptible to things as some of the other hops, and it really does well in the Western New York State region. So
gotcha. But looking at sorry, my internet all of a sudden died on me, so I'm trying to restart the password here. It's not looking at different types of hops like that, and when you're making a recipe, then you're probably only netting enough for a whirlpool. Is that like what you said last year happened? I don't know how it'll pop. You're possibly thinking that way. So you're creating a whole beer that just was going to get dry hopped at the end with these because you probably don't have enough to make a big enough batch with the hops that are just on hand, especially being wet hops.
Yeah, so we did a lot of wet hops, and then we did supplant some pelletized hops at the end, just to make sure that we got the flavor that we were looking for.
Gotcha. And are you doing this as a full batch? Do you guys have a pilot batch that you're doing this with?
So last year we did do a full batch. We did pretty much a full batch. We could have a 30-barrel system, and we did 25 barrels last year.
Oh, wow. And then it was just out in the market, or was it like a tap room release?
It was out in the market, yep. The beer was called It Takes a Village. It was a pale ale with the premise that it took, the community to help brew this beer.
Oh, nice.